Kirby Ohio State week. How excited is the team, and what do you expect from the Buckeyes?
Yeah, I mean, for us, I think it's just another week about building upon what we've been doing so far this year. So, I mean, that's our goal. I mean, obviously they're a good team, and we're excited to play them, but we're going to try and make this weekend about us.
Which night are we going to expect, the giant score versus the close game? Is it going to be Friday, Saturday again like last time, or is that unexpected for you guys too?
Yeah, I mean, we're focused on the process and doing things right. Obviously, when they go in, it's nice, so it's a good feeling, but we're going to be focused on the process and doing the right things this weekend.
What did you get accomplished during the time between the Niagara series and the one coming up?
Yeah, I mean, it's nice at the start of the year to be able to continue to build on just like concepts and things like that. So it's good to hammer those away while we had some time, and then just some rest and recovery as well, and being able to take care of our bodies early in the year and just feel really fresh coming into this week.
You feeling some of that conference pride, the NCHC versus the Big Ten in a series like this, or you try to just take it one game at a time? They're all important.
Yeah, I mean, both. I think it's definitely exciting that, you want to represent the conference well, and the better we do out of conference, obviously, it affects the rest of our season and the pairwise and all that stuff. So, I mean, every out-of-conference weekend's a big weekend, but playing a Big Ten team's pretty cool just because of the big name, and maybe their other sporting events as well are pretty big. So it's always exciting to play a big school like that.
Does the ranking mean anything to you, the fact that you guys are now in the top 20 and you got a top 20 matchup against a big national brand like you just mentioned this weekend?
I mean, it's cool to get recognized, but it's so early in the year still. There's still so much time left to just continue building on what we're doing here. So I think it's nice to get a little bit of that recognition and potentially can motivate you a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's just so early that we just want to keep doing the right things.
What has the preparation looked like this week that might have been kind of tweaked or just a little bit different just because of the opponent that is coming in this weekend?
I think that's something we've hounded on over the past, is just trying to make sure we prepare the same way every weekend. So obviously you pre-scout a little team differently over video stuff, but I mean, for the most part, we wanted everything to be the same and just have a consistent effort and just put out a similar performance every night. And I think that preparation throughout the week is huge in doing that.
Coach just said that, score aside, that the back half of the Niagara series, that second game, you guys actually played better. Do you feel the same?
Yeah, I mean, we outchanced them pretty well, and I think we just kind of started to gel a little bit more as a group, and I think you could feel it on like the bench too, just the bench energy of the guys and just how we felt. Like, I think there was a good confidence within the group that we were going to come away with that game, even though it was 1-1 for so long. So I think just a confidence in this group and continue to build on that. I think performance just comes naturally when you feel good where you're playing.
Kirby, you guys have really embraced the student section going back to last season. When they do that whole unleash the fury thing, do you guys really buzz off that energy entering the third period? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's been cool over the course of the 5 years seeing how it's changed and potentially got louder and just how the student section is more consistent now, which is really cool. So, I mean, I love it personally, and then I love at the end of the game being able to celebrate with them too after a win. So,
any other questions for Kirby?
What's it like having that kind of support from the student section and just fans in general? Especially I was the home opener, you guys slamming up against the boards there at the end. What's that like to have someone else slam back with you in the celebration?
Man, it's cool. That's pretty much the best way to put it. It's just so cool to have a group of people that are your age and kind of understand what you're going through in terms of the school stuff and just being able to celebrate you and value you as a person. And I think it's cool that we get to kind of do that back to them and showing them that we really appreciate their support as well.
What is that crowd going to mean to you guys this weekend, and how much will it help you guys?
Playing in front of the home crowd's always fun. I mean, I feel like our group, like this building, has just gotten louder over the past few years, and I just love that they just bring the energy. So anytime that maybe something goes wrong or something, those guys get you back on your feet and ready to keep going. So they play a huge part in that.
Kirby Parents Weekend, this weekend, always a special time, and for any sport, and certainly for college hockey, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, obviously we have quite a few international guys, so really cool to have a lot of their parents be able to come down, and for the ones who don't, just finding ways to make them feel a part of the group and a part of the night as well. It's about everybody here, so and even what the parents do that can't make it, just all the sacrifices that they've made throughout the years to be able to support their kids and eventually allow them to get here. So,
Kirby, you talked earlier about playing the name Ohio State, Big Ten, kind of those type of teams get you a little extra pump. Is there also a little bit of chip on your shoulder when you're hosting them and say, we can knock these guys off, and what it would mean for the program?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously knocking out a big team like that gets your name out there as well. But at the same time, I do think that our group is more than capable of doing it. Like, I don't think that's a huge upset, in all honesty. Like, I think that our team is really solid, and we're going to keep doing the right things and keep growing and hopefully prove some people right in that this weekend.